Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to my tutorial on a spruce forest starter house. This is a very easy build to do, honestly. It only takes materials you can find in the spruce forest. You can definitely build it on your first day. It would take gathering a lot of materials, so maybe second day, but it is a starter house. We have the little middle lobby room here. Again, not too fancy of things because it is a starter house. A downstairs storage area with a nice little showcasing thing. You don't have to build that. You could even put more chests up there. Up top, we have some chests for storing bows and arrows if you can somehow find them off a skeleton. And you can hunt prey like those wolves and those pigs and defend your house and whatnot. But coming downstairs, we have a bedroom with some more furnaces and chests. Keep in mind, there's only furnaces, chests, crafting tables, beds, stuff like that because it is a starter house. But yeah, let's get started on the tutorial. Alright, so for your spruce forest starting house, you're going to need the materials found in my hotbar below. You're going to want to copy this shape right here with spruce wood logs, so the wool is just there for your measurement purposes. So go ahead and pause the video here, and when you're done, come back. Okay, so I'm going to assume you guys are done, so you want to just... Actually, I'm just going to remove the wool here. You guys don't actually have to do anything. But the first step is going to be making these a total of 2 high, so putting 1 more spruce log on top of those. Then bringing them in both facing adjacent diagonal towards each other. Then we're going to build another 2 high pillar right here and right here. One of these sides is going to be your entrance here, so we're going to put some stairs right there and right there. Then we're going to bring some fence up, and that will make sense in a bit here. Just go ahead and build it a total of 4 high. Then going to make these a little bit higher, and the same on all 4 sides here. So they're going to be a total of this high. We're then going to bring out this one 2 blocks, place a spruce log here and a spruce log here, and then we're going to make these a total of 3 high so that they are not as high as those right there. These you're just going to connect over like this and like this, and then you're gonna have to bring these up 1 more and then connect them. Actually, 1 more. So these are going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 high. You're going to bring the logs over. You're then going to take some spruce wood stairs and you're going to place them upside down like that. And then you're going to place your door. And at some point, you're going to have a door there. But for now, we're just going to leave it like so. So take your slabs and fill in all the areas around here. Like this. And you should end up with somewhat of a shape that looks like a house. We're then going to take some stairs here, and we're just going to bring these down for a moment. All of this will come into play later in the build. We're now going to add these spruce logs facing upwards again. We're then going to connect them in the center, and we're going to have to break that block. Again, that was just there for my reference and your reference as well. In between here, we're going to take our spruce wood actual blocks, and we are going to place them in between where we bring this frame up like this. And this is going to make the first little floor here, the sort of lobby area, and these are going to be slabs. And then right here, we're going to do some stairs. And keep in mind, you want to do that on all sides here, even this one, even though it's not technically the exact same build over here, but it will all make sense. So now inside of here, you have a 2.5 high floor. Right here, there is going to be some windows, so we're going to place those in here. Now on the outside of the build, you see we have sort of a frame type shape here. This is going to be just an outdoor area that you could fill it with really whatever. What I would do is I would fill it with some chests and whatnot. And in these chests, you can put arrows and bows and stuff like that. Again, it's really up to you what you want to put up here, but later in the build, I'll go ahead and decorate the upstairs area in here. If you are on Minecraft 1.10 on the PC, you can do this. If not, put some slabs like this on top. But just because I'm on this version, I know Pocket Edition and Xbox cannot do this yet. But in my opinion, this looks really cool, so I'm going to go ahead and do that here. So we are going to need a roof somewhere in the build, obviously. You can go ahead and place that stair like that. And then you can do an upside down stair and then make the roof come up like that. From the inside here, we are just going to place the door. And then right here, you can do another door. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, you could do 2 doors there. You could do this and then break out that window. But in my opinion, I think 2 doors is going to look the best here. So now we have a roof. Obviously, bring this fence up so that it looks like it's supported somewhat. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit weird. You could put a fence, not a fence. Actually, couldn't do a stair. I lied. I blatantly lied. Again, I'm sorry about the lack of uploads, guys. I've been extremely busy preparing for school here and getting my life in order before so starts. Right here, you can just extend some slabs out. You can fill this in. Same goes for over here. These areas can be used for chests and crafting areas. Does not really matter. This house is extremely modular. in a way that you can, you could do windows on this one if you don't want anything here. This is going to be a little underground portion, so we're going to go ahead and finish that here. So as you can see, I'm just sort of building some logs over, then placing stairs to add some congruency to the build. We are going to put some of those there. I don't know, spruce wood stairs, that would be it. Then going to fill this in with glass panes, and we're just going to continue this staircase down here. We will make all the blocks fit in a moment. You will have to extend this out just a tiny bit as far as, making this not look all out of place. What you could do is just surround this in some blocks, like some spruce wood logs facing up, and then in the center here, I suppose you could bring these up. You could even put some stairs right here. Actually, the stairs would have to go right there, and then since there's stairs there, you could do stairs right here, and you could really do whatever. Again, it's not really super important. I could do something like that just to make it look a little bit better. And you could also you could do a lot of little things here and there on the outside of the build to make it look better. But again, it's just sort of a starter house. It's quite a large starter house, but I mean, if you want to have a big starter house that you don't have to move out of super soon, you could definitely copy this build block for block and have one of those. We're just going to do a bunch of windows here and here, and this will lead to the underground portion, but let's go ahead and finish this area out over here. So we're going to take some chests, and we are going to place those on the wall right here, and we're just going to fill that up completely. So like I said, some chest storage. We can do some crafting tables over here. Again, like I said, it's very modular, so I'm not going to do windows right there just because I don't want them connecting, but I will do windows on that height. We're then going to do some furnaces. So let's go ahead and place those there. We're going to take a ladder because obviously you want to get up and down from the top of your build up here. So we're just going to do a ladder right here. You could do it however you want, but I think a ladder right there is perfect. Like I said, I was going to decorate this area up here. So let's take some chests. And like I said, you could definitely put some arrows and some bows in there, and you could come up here and shoot stuff when they try to attack you. I don't really know. Whatever you want to do should be good. Should be good. I'm just going to do a bunch of chests up there. Why not? Why not? At some point, since it is a build by Neo, you're going to have to... Oh, I'm going to need a stair made of spruce. I don't want to ruin that whole look going on here. We're going to have a pot. I guess we don't even need a stair, really. You could just definitely put it on top of the crafting table or something and take a blue orchid. Again, if this is a starter build and you don't have that material, completely okay. You really don't have to do it. I'm going to take a stone pressure plate, and again, this is just completely visual, but I'm going to put that on top of the furnace. Just makes it look a little bit nicer in my opinion. Now you have the upstairs sort of area. As far as getting downstairs, we could just do something like this. So basically down here, all you have to do is just remove a couple blocks like this all the way around. I'm not going to go too far into detail as far as this goes because this is sort of an optional thing you can do. I'm going to take some cobblestone and, well, actually no, I'm just going to take spruce wood because I haven't used cobblestone anywhere else in the build. That's a little building tip I can give you guys, is that don't use materials you haven't used in other parts of the build, or it's not going to look correct. Just because, if you have cobblestone in one area and then nowhere else in the build do you use cobblestone, think about it, it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't seem like it would fit very well, and that's just a little tip I can give to you from builder to builder. You can fill this in, you can bring these logs down. Now, for floor materials, it's completely different, right? So floor materials, I'm talking about as far as structure goes. If you have cobblestone in one area, it's best to have cobblestone in other areas of the build. But for a floor, not so much, right? It's not like super direly important that you have the same materials as far as flooring goes, because flooring can just be sort of random and out of the blue. So I'm just going to do a bunch of fences here. You could really do whatever you want to block off this area, but I'm just going to use fences because I think it's going to look visually it's going to look the most appealing from outside. But we're just going to fill these in with chests, and we're just going to have a bunch of more chest storage. And then I guess in the center here, if you do need some lighting, what you could do, and this is really awesome because a lot of you don't have glowstone in my build, so what I like to do, even on my own personal survival worlds, is I will break this 2 blocks down. Obviously, use the same floor materials in here so nothing looks out of place. And you can just take 4 torches like this, and then you can cover them in glass. Granted, it doesn't look the most visually appealing, but if you don't have access to glowstone, why not? Over here, I'm going to take some spruce wood stairs. We're going to make a little bit of an area that just looks nice. Again, it's not necessary at all whatsoever, not even a little bit. And if you don't have access to pots, just fill this in with some more chests, but it can never hurt to have some places in your build that look just nice and visually appealing. I'm gonna take some paintings here, or one painting, hopefully I get a 1x2. And yep, see, that looks good. That torch doesn't really need to be there, it's sufficiently lit up by that. As far as the inside goes here, you could just do a torch like on that. You could do a torch right there. You could do a torch right there, and it should be lit up pretty much as good as it's going to be. So I'm going to grab some materials for this underground area, and I'm going to come right back. Before we get started on the underground area, this is a part of the build I'm not 100% happy with. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to take some grass here, and I'm just going to line this area like shown here, and then in between each little portion of grass, I'm going to take a spruce wood slab. I'm going to place it on either side. Again, now you don't have to do this because it does take quite a bit of materials if you're starting out, but if you want to, you could always do this and make everything look a little bit better. We could come up here, we can make these extend one up and continue that sort of the pillars capped with the trapdoors, and that just makes everything a little bit more visually congruent and appears to be better. We're going to do a bunch of random flowers all along here. Again, it's not super important you have flowers. If you don't even have access to flowers, don't worry about it. You could just leave it as grass. But I'm trying to do a bunch of flowers that don't look the same, just so it looks optimal. I don't think I used pink or orange, but I definitely... Well, I probably used orange. No, I didn't. Okay. Perfect. All the flowers are different, except for the oxeye daisy. But whatever. Not super important. I guess well, yeah, again, this little area right here, not super important, but it does look a little bit better visually, in my opinion, if you add that little flower area over here. So I'm going to head underground now. We're going to continue these pillars as far down as they would appear to go. Again, they're not really going that deep, but I'm going to make them appear so. So in here, we're probably going to run into some water, seeing as how there's sand, but that's okay. Not a huge deal. Ooh, I have a really good idea. So right here, where you broke these out, what we're going to do is we're going to bring these logs down like this. We're going to break out this area right here. We're going to fill it all in with spruce. We're going to use cobblestone for this floor area in here. So just go ahead and break out. Yeah, see, I actually filled that over a little bit from top, so it's going to look a little bit odd. But I will fix it. Let's see, how would I have to fix that? Yeah, we're just gonna have to go one deeper there. It's not super. It's not a big deal. Not really a big deal. So we're just gonna fill these in, and we're just gonna go a couple blocks deeper, just so we don't have to deal with that stupidity. There we go. That should be okay. So, see, some of these pillars, you just want to bring them down at some point, just so it looks a little bit more, more structurally sound. Right here, what you could do is take some slabs and do something like that. But again, we're just gonna have to bring this further down. I'm just going to break that. I'm going to do something like that. Then I'm going to take some slabs. And we're just going to bring this whole thing down to about right here. And this is going to be the roof because we want it to be a total of 3 high. So again, that just makes it look like it's coming down into this 3 high roof. This is going to be the roof of the build, like this. We're going to have to drill out this area. I know it seems a little bit funky right now. It's because... Oh, no, water. Hold on. Okay, much better. All right, so for this room size here, this is 4 blocks right now. We're going to make it a total of 6. So we're just going to do that here. Break those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The wall block is going to be spruce wood planks, as you would expect. I really hate sand. The ceiling is going to be spruce wood slanks. Yep, that sounds right. But no, spruce wood planks for the wall and ceiling. And then for the ground, we are going to do some cobblestone. So I'm going to do a 6x6 room in here. And I'm going to come right back. No point in me digging this entire area out. But again, 6x6 by 3 high. And yeah, I'm going to make that and come right back. And there we go. We have a 6x6 room built to my specifications with spruce as the ceiling and walls and cobblestone as the flooring material. In the corners here, we are going to place some spruce wood logs as some faux supports. They're really not supports whatsoever. This is Minecraft, guys. This is Minecraft. You can't actually support things structurally, but we can make it appear as such as happening. So I did kind of forget to grab those materials to build this, so hold on. Alright, so in this room, we're going to need a bed because it's a starter house, guys, so come on, you need a bed. We're going to do some trapdoors up top here. This is just going to make it look like a little sectioned off bed. We can do a crafting table right there, or preferably something that won't connect, like some chests. In the wall here, we could just do a bunch of chests, and how I would do this is I would take these materials and I would just sort of fill in. It doesn't really matter what the back is. But for the ceiling, I would take some stairs that are made of spruce. I would place them like so. That way you can double stack these chests and they'll still open. You could do just a bunch of furnaces right here or something like that. And then you could do even more furnaces over here. Again, I'm not making this look too visually appealing because, like I said in the beginning of the build, or in the beginning of the tutorial, it's just a starter build. So there's not a whole lot of things you can do for a starter house. You don't have a brewing stands or anything. But if you guys are happy with this build, please leave it a like. That really shows me that you support what I'm doing. If you don't like it, leave a dislike. But I do ask if you do leave a dislike to tell me why in the comment section. Didn't like it below. But tell me right now in the comment section, comment question of the day. I really want to know this. I'm going to try to gather all this information together so I can see which house to do next. What is your favorite biome to build a starter house in? Like, do you look for any specific biomes to build one in? In my opinion, I really like the spruce wood forest. I just think it looks very, very nice. And I think for the next one, I'm going to do an oak forest. But I don't know. Leave me a comment right now. Tell me which biome you like to build your starter house in. If you're new to my channel and you'd like to see more tutorials and much, much more, including some even more extreme tutorials than I don't, just tutorials that aren't like this, because this is a starter one, keep in mind, not my best, but if you guys want to see some of the other amazing things I do, definitely click that subscribe. I say click, I don't know why, but click that subscribe button. You'll get notified when I upload, become a part of an awesome community of super friendly people that are super chill and awesome to talk to in the comments section. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. By the way, link to my Twitter is down there, link to my music, texture pack, shader pack, all that fun stuff. You can send me the pictures of this build or any of the builds I do on my Twitter. I'll retweet them, like them, and maybe even send a little tweet back. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.